So I would say we start with the SEM controls. You have here on the left side your gun switch, similar to size. You can choose standby mode, which is accelerating voltage off, but emitter principle on. So with on, you switch the accelerating voltage on. You see it runs up slowly. Also, this run up is vacuum guided. So we check the vacuum and run up slowly. Also, the first start is vacuum guided. Yeah? I can describe this later on in detail. On the right side, you can change the setting voltage. Yeah? Just change it, and it is applied. Yeah? For alignment, you have gun and aperture alignment, of course, and wobbler for focus and accelerating voltage. If you wobble, you can adjust the speed and the level of the wobbler. For this, you can also have a special scan with a hair cross if you want. And source image is the how it's called, the gun image in size. Yeah? And you can choose here your aperture. Here you have your aperture list and can choose the aperture you want to use. This is our gun image for alignment. Yeah, also high current mode is always available in our upgrades. Even this is an option in, I think, in size, for size devices. Just choose your aperture, and high current mode is then also easily adjustable. So all these controls, all these alignments can be saved with right mouse click. You have saved, and you save it to the chosen aperture. And similar to size, you have also the stigmation adjustment. So the stigmator shift can be adjusted here. You have here the wobbler. You could choose a bit higher Mac. It's quite good adjusted. You can wobble, can adjust the shift and save it for each aperture separately. Then you have switchable tabs. Here you have image shift, stigmator, tilt correction, and dynamic focus. In detector, you have the adjustable grid voltage. We have the measurement, always a picoampere meter, the measurement of the sample current, and the signal output for the external scan interface. You can also switch off the you will not see it in inlens, but in SE you can switch off the scintillator voltage and also the PMT completely. So the vacuum tab depends a bit on the system. We support also VP mode. Then you have, of course, two IGPs, and the airlock is also an option. If you have an airlock, we support different versions of airlocks, automatic functionality or manual. And also VP mode is shown here in this, if you have a VP device. And yeah, pump vent, quite easy. And with the vacuum settings, you see the vacuum scheme. And of course, this also depends on the version of your device. Here you can adjust the purge mode, and you can also go to vacuum standby. This means the IGP keeps on, the gun isolation valve is closed, and turbo and rotary pump is switched off. If the gun is off, you can also enable here the bakeout. If you click on bakeout, it checks that you have removed the gun head plug, and then you can enter your time and it makes the bakeout and cooling time automatically. We are in service mode, so you see here also the manual switch. You can manually open, close your V3 if this is allowed, and so on, and start the bakeout manually. But for standard users, it's not enabled. And also in service, if the gun is off, and so you can here event the complete system. But of course, now it's not allowed because emitter is on. So to the service modes, we are started now. You see here in the menu bar that we have an S. This means we are in service mode. In service mode, we have the full control for the alignment. So we can adjust here, you see, to the maximum current. Yeah. And then we can make the raw adjustment for the apertures, for each aperture. If we are in user mode, let's go to user mode. It's here easily just a button at the desktop now. So you see here the adjustment is nearly in the middle. Yeah, this is now the fine adjustment for the app. You see this is not 0, it is 75 milliamps. So we are now in user mode and have limited adjustment. So we cannot reach another aperture. Service mode is better to see, I think. We have only a fine adjustment now as a user. But in this user mode, you can save also the aperture alignment for different accelerating voltages. This is also the difference. So we have a quite fine alignment for every accelerating voltage. In service mode, we save only one configuration for the accelerating voltage and make an automatic high voltage correction. Do we have questions so far? You are all muted, but if you have no questions, then
yes,
okay.
Yes, I have Uwe. How can I pronounce your name? Uwe?
Yeah, Uwe
Yeah.
is fine.
Uwe. I have a question about sample current. I mean, sample absorption current. Yeah. I do see that some system doesn't have this function inside. They need to plug it manually from the chamber to measure this sample current. But after you modernize the system, how you can measure it?
In principle, what you need is a connection of the stage, of your sample to the stage controller. And I think for standard, for size, this is used for the touch alarm. And for us, it's the same. I drive now the stage. You see the sample current goes to 0. We switch now to touch alarm. And if we stop after some seconds, we switch back to sample current measurement. So for us, this is standard. So you will always have a sample current meter.
Okay. So with this modernized kit, we will be able to measure the sample current as a standard.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, that's it. Okay. Good for, so as you could see here, we have switchable tabs and we have a fixed tab. This is used for the signals. So SE inlines and BSE, you can switch the signals here and switch also the controls. We have also automatic brightness control. Here we have autofocus, auto stigmation. we start then a region of interest scan and adjust focus and stigmata X and Y at the same time. Focus is calibrated in working distance, of course. Here you have also this region of interest scan, lens clear function, and the adjustment. For magnification, we have configurable pre-scan buttons. This is configurable in a configuration file. Scan rotation, of course, is clear, but we have also an alignment functionality if you want to have, for instance, let's say this horizontal, then at the line, and then this is adjusted horizontal. Or with shift verticals, also possible. Yeah, I think that's it for these controls. On the left side, we have the stage controls. This is, you have here the positions and relative entry of the position, of course. We have this, how it's called in size, I don't know, tracking tool. So you can double click on a feature, and this is then stages drive to the middle. This is also combined here with image shift for higher magnifications. So as you see here, we use image shift, and as image shift is in the limit, we use additionally the stage. Yeah, similar to the scan rotation alignment, we have this functionality also for the stage. So here we drive just a chamber scope. You see we are not in the middle, yeah. But if we click here to have this line horizontal, we need to drive X and Y, and need to drive X and Y and rotation to have the feature horizontal in this case. Yeah. Yeah, what else? We have a position table. A fixed position table means it's the main position table, but you can also, of course, set it to editing mode. And you have a free loadable position table. Here you can load tables and can easily, as I told you, for instance, at the joystick panel, click the save button, and then you have a new position. Or you can also, of course, use add position, next position, add position, and you have it here and can enter a comment, for instance. With double click or recall on the joystick panel, you can drive back to your position. And of course, you can also edit this easy if you say you want to change the Z drive, or you do not want to have the Z drive, then you can just easily delete it from the list. Then now we drive only X, Y, rotation and tilt. So this is for the stage controller. We have here the special version. Here on the side, you see also additional tabs for Lima is our linear motorized arm, linear insertion motorized arm. On this, we have installed our premium low voltage BC detector. So with this, you can acquire images down to 1 kilovolt. Yeah. So as you can see here, you can drive it in and out to a side position for faster in and out. Yeah, and I think with right click you can initialize this and also save your in and out position for fine adjustment. LINA is our linear insertion mechanical arm. So in principle, this is a motorized arm. We have developed our own motorized arm. So it's available with the standard version, just with in and out motor, but it's also with XYZ motor available for special positions. Yeah. And we have installed a BSE diode on this arm so far. For just another thing, for standard, we reuse the original BSE. So if a customer has the standard manual arm from Zeiss, we will remove the old electronics from this BSE detector. So we can keep the original diode inside, and we have then the option to acquire all signals at the same time. So as you see here, so all 4 segments at the same time. So this is then available for after each upgrade if the customer has already BSE detector. What we also can offer is an upgrade of the old diode to a low kV diode, so it fits then at the original BSE holder, and the latest version, or the if the customer do not have BSE, we can install our Lima, but we can also upgrade this if the customer wants to have a high accurate BSE detector with motorized arm. Of course, we can also upgrade this.